Under new legislation introduced by the government, more than 800 people who were wrongly convicted in the post office scandal are set to be cleared.
The law is expected to come into effect by the end of July and will apply to convictions in England and Wales. Joining us now is Seema Misra, a former Sub-Postmaster who was accused of stealing £74,000 between 2005 and 2008 and charged with theft and false accounting in 2010. After 11 years of trying to prove her innocence, she was finally cleared in 2021. A really, really long, protracted battle for you, Seema. How does it feel to hear that hundreds of others will now have their innocence proven and have those convictions overturned?
Yeah, which is really good news, but after such a long wait, if we see, like, we won the first battles of 555 in 2019, and now in 2024, after nearly 5 years, it's taken them so long to get the name cleared. It should have been done straight away.
And in terms of the emotions that you're feeling this morning, is it one of elation? I imagine that you're pretty angry about the way you've been treated.
Oh, very angry, very, very angry. We've been told, oh, you're the only one from there to thousands of us now, and we still have to prove that and still the fight is still going on.
What do you make of the letter from Nick Reed of the Post Office that's been published in the last day or so, a letter written back in January, where he maintains that the Post Office stands by more than half of the convictions it oversaw?
Like, we heard so many words from, it's been ages, and like every week or every day something new will come up. Saying is something else and acting on it something different. So I think the post office should now stop saying it, start acting on it.
You've heard
and
enough.
Put like a time frame, put a date on it.
I mean, it's extraordinary that it's taken a television drama, to bring it to the public's attention and for action to be taken. What do you also make of this issue over Henry Staunton, who was the chair of the Post Office? He sent himself this email where he was told, or he says, that Sarah Mumby, who at that point was the Permanent Secretary in the Department of Business, essentially, he says he was told to hobble to the election and not to rip off that Band-Aid because politicians don't want to confront reality. This is very murky business indeed, and people like yourself caught right in the middle of it.
Of course, yeah. It's like we always say, it's like a scandal within scandal. Like, there's layers and layers of scandal. Like, there's so much to unreveal and all that. But all this is like, why, as a victim, we should suffer. It need to get sorted sooner rather than later. There are like so many, I don't know, like what are they hiding and all that. But like, every time it's like a new scandal comes up.
The Times is reporting today, Seema, that Paula Venables is going to be stripped of her honour officially today. She said that she was going to hand it back. It's going to be formally withdrawn today. About time, I imagine.
Of course, yeah. After such a long time, she shouldn't be handed in the first place anyway. She was a part of the scandal. Like, the High Court was going on that time when she was awarded. By about her time, it's delayed, but it's good.
And finally, Seema, can we just ask you, what is your message to those in charge in the Post Office, in government, if you are to speak on behalf of other sub-postmasters?
Like, we are like not physically tired, we're mentally tired, but that doesn't mean that we're going to give up. Definitely, till each and every victim, like a proper justice and the actual culprit behind the bar, we won't give up.
Well said, well said. Thank you very much indeed. That's Seema Misra there, former Sub-Postmaster.